金属炮，中指奥拉，公科，塞拉斯。
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benworth will finish his... Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for? Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite. Aye, Captain. From stem to... Looking the part in this case means hoisting colours identifying us as Principe. Don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it. Swapping cannonballs with my fellow Principe ain't my favourite idea you've ever... Might be tricky to not damage the flag in battle, but sink the ship on accident. Well, Principe captains don't just give up their flags for a few coins. Nekitaka's black market. If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocates every so often to avoid the Royal Guard. We'll just have to find wherever it could. Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for? Aye, Captain. Looking forward.
所以我们现在的目的是看要辅导处。定工作。我随时都可以改。
Yeah? Yes?
黑这个好像不错。我还是喜欢白的，算了，今天还是白色的吧。
I shall make it so.
Don't let anyone tell you you're too shrimpy to be a fighter. I was half your age when I started training. Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm. Tell me what's on your mind? We talking during the Saints War, or...? Well, before he died, he was still Aethys. Aethys embodied a human. And I think a part of him did, which means the part of him that could have survived, that no need to fiddle-foot around. They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste him on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Go madder than I already am. I don't rightly know. It's not like I can turn my back on my duty to my God, even if it kills me. I'm glad we talked.
我觉得他好有美国腔哦。
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh? I like that feeling, knowing we'd stop Theos. That was something I never felt before, not even at war. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods, but something smaller. So I looked all around the Deerwood, but that place has too many ghosts for me. Ended up moving to Adir and tracking down my parents. In part, I guess. Adir, they still got some bad blood with Deerwood. Some Adirans like to give Deerwoodans a hard time when they get the chance. With my folks, a group came along and tried to take their land. I sat down with them and we had a friendly negotiation. One fella, I don't think he'll ever be able to look to his right again. My folks, well, they didn't see me the same after that. And I don't know if that was something we could have avoided or if it was the cost of trying to, if you like. The air's different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock. That sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls, it really does sound like they're making music. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible mating noises you ever heard. Strange thing is, I still get this feeling in me, like I want the destruction to stop. I want him to finish what he's doing, only I don't see it playing out that way.
设进去。好的，就这样吧。
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative. Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity. After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key. It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret, trying to undo them. The task has been more difficult. I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours. After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations. Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Valia, a run-down backwater of a place. Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt. The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos. He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident. The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little. Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week. Is it? In the end, the villagers suffered more because of my actions. I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better. I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about. Ah, that. I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I've found several references, but I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
所以我们现在的任务是找皇家海盗，因为有一个人攻击我，他把我的船打爆了，然后攻击的身份证和位置躲在了海盗避风港船舷堡垒里的海盗船长，名字叫做本维斯，他叫我先复仇。哦，他已经回到那边了。古洛金刚就在王焰列岛西南的一个小岛。不管是看王力和王英的想要进入都很难。在这里收集灵魂，所以我们要收集很多灵魂。我们在这一组2叉4的时候顺道帮助他，然后这个找一个认识艾德尔的朋友。过去5年间，亚洛斯一直努力恢复辉耀社，改造成正义之师。我们要等待亚洛斯的解释。哦，刚刚那个人他说他要找辉耀社，所以我们要等。 然后帮助之手，搜寻，这个是结束了吗？是当前我们的任务是 Deadfire， 所以我们可能是要先去找这个皇家海盗。球体维拉。我们现在呢？先睡觉吗？
As you like.
啊，现在怎么办？哦，前往世界地图。
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but later,
所以我们
sure.
要去世界地图，然后我们要开去那个王焰烈岛。王焰烈岛商人旧战场国王岛。很多王焰烈岛的商人。受伤的船员1。不在治疗中，那怎么办？他死掉了。船体耐久，船帆耐久，受伤船员斗志。这是吃的咯，已经14块。这是菠萝，这是什么东西？你们驶过一片暗礁时，骑出发指的岸边，居右实力伤，上面画着一轮星月。老英格利姆来到了船长旁边，他是一个巡礼者的船，不知道碰了什么好东西。那个伪装警告家，巡礼者只会去内陆附近，肯定是个陷阱。爬上去。成功了。这艘船被遗弃了，你真是连死都没看见。就算知道船上的小艇如今已不见得招手不知。搜索走失者的证据。成功了。23个金贝。废船，减2斗士减2，玉刀，每天减8，搜索残骸，去搜索。那我们先回去。再治疗一下这个伤员。 硬膏、水、炮弹、音表物机。哇，900多块啊！为什么他不在那个？吃硬膏会减斗志啊？啤酒呢？海盗烈酒。水啊，喝水也会减斗志，什么鬼？哼，到底想怎样？可是我还有一个受伤了啊。哦，这里有一个船权。我想说，我有一个受伤的，我受伤了怎么办？在治疗中，不管了，我们去船舷堡垒。好，舷窗堡垒。泰山工作减2。废船。管理，休息船员，受伤11天，有了，他好像在休息哦。杂项升级。新人炮击，我在干嘛？船上木匠，这是我们的旗帜。啊，对，这老任务需来说，究竟这样一座海盗的堡垒是非常冒险的事。是亚拜登的铁家伙，船长，这些大炮比我记忆中的量还大。塞拉纷睁着甲板，抬头看着堡垒，从牙缝里吸了一口冷气。如果你成功进入港口，而不是被炸成碎片，我就带你通过手链那里，否则我建议你还是偷偷溜进去吧。
Sneak up to the fort, hunt for a way in.
窗户很高，但建在堡垒的岩壁中，非常结实。如果力气够大，能把抓钩丢在上面。那就丢抓钩吧。力气很大的话，你 赌白色的石墙朝天空的方向伸展，就像海中升起浪潮一样，在巡川堡垒的船头和底部的基岩之间，开着有一扇拱形的窗户，带着咸味的海风吹了进去。爬过去，刀锋紧紧抓住了岩壁，你沿着绳子爬了上去，找到了一个黑屋的房间，你站在那儿。删掉手上的灰尘，环视周围情况。你怎么还是在遍体鳞伤啊
Captain, done and done. Ahoy!
Yeah?
哎呦啊！盾牌。哦，你双武器啊！有指弯刀1827，1827这个。优质细节，那你呢？1420，11时，1420，9圈。他不是要拿枪，镰刀。中型圆盾，我好像要给他塔的。吧，就这样吧。重甲被冲，可以耶。中甲，7，电击6，加1。中甲。
Well, don't see why not. Well, that's not nice. Guess that wasn't so hard. Hey.
It shall open
真
to
有
me.
狗。
Ain't not my thing, savvy?
这里可以上去。
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, Cap. Ahoy, Captain.
怎么了？
Much as I hate Benwith, the main reason I signed up with you were to get here.
你是找一
To
个
get a
雷马
chance to
诺
look for a man named Romaro. Now, that'd be a longer story than we've got time for. Quick of it be that Romaro's in trouble. Didn't see his ship, so probably not.
没问题。
But mayhaps
你要找雷马诺，我们就找雷马诺。
shall open to me.
Benworth be behind these doors, no doubt
本文
about
是
it.
抓在门后，肯定如此。
As you like.
哦，我们现在后面就会我们找到本文师了。他就在门后吗？
There we are.
Deadlight's power to be north of here. The brig be to the south.
Real quiet now.
通往庭院。这里呢？哦，前面有海盗守卫。
Nice and quiet.
本文是在哪里啊？我感觉本文是不是在这里？这是什么？
Real quiet now.
哦，我们回到刚刚我们来的地方。哦，左边是上去，那右边呢？右边？这里这个门吗？这个门后面是本文师吗？